Hey, just wanting to do a response to it's quite an old video, but Christopher Hitchens on Hannity and Combs about when Jerry Falwell died. And the reason I'm actually commenting on this video, which is quite old now, is that the absolute hypocrisy is Sean Hannity is just such an idiot. I mean, most people on Fox News are. Let's face it. But I mean, Fox News, which has criticized Barack Obama repeatedly for having ties to Jeremiah Wright, need to take a good look in the mirror. I mean, Sean Hannity got his honorary degree from the church associated with Jerry Falwell. Jerry Falwell has said that 9/11 was caused by gays and lesbians and by feminists and abortionists. And Jerry Falwell, I agree with Christopher Hitchens, was a terrible person. And just because he's religious, we're supposed to give him a free pass. I don't wish anybody ill will in terms of I do, I guess, feel, I feel bad for anybody mourning somebody, the death of somebody, but I don't think that means that we're not allowed to criticize them. And especially when you tie in that he was a man of God, you're not supposed to criticize him at all. And Hannity, being the idiot that he is going off about Christopher. I knew Reverend Falwell. I knew the good he did. Yeah, like he gets into this that very pointed sort of that he'd love to just jump through the camera and strangle the person on the other end because he's an angry, rabid conservative. Um, the idea that because somebody, like Christopher Hitchens said, makes a charitable donation once in a while means that we have to say, oh, well, he wasn't all bad. Well, I'm sure that some of the Nazis also bought presents for their kids and maybe were nice to their grandkids. Does that mean that we mourned the deaths of all these men after World War II? Like, I mean, it's maybe not the best analogy, but we have to remember also that a person like Jerry Falwell is doing this for, or was doing this rather, for as a business, and any charitable work he would have done would have been in the name of scoring brownie points to God. I'm so sick of this idea that being religious gives you the strength to be nice to people, to be decent to people, that I help people because I believe in God, because I believe in Jesus. It just, to me, that doesn't make any sense. Why can't you do that without believing in a God, believing in Jesus? And the fact that I mean, Christopher Hitchens, he is known for being cantankerous and for being sort of the naysayer. And you love him or hate him, I do like the way he attacks the people in the room, because he's so much smarter than Sean Hannity. Uh, and I love the way he ends with, if we gave Jerry Falwell an enema, we could bury him in a matchbox. I mean, yeah, maybe not the classiest thing to say, but quite witty nonetheless. But just to wrap it up, I want to point out, Sean Hannity is supposed to be the righteous, smart voice of the right, and yet if this was on the other side and Barack Obama had ties to Jerry Falwell, the way that Sean Hannity does, who says that he's his friend, people would be outraged if it was on the other side. Obviously, the conservatives tend to embrace people like Falwell, who is a capitalist, like James Dobson and Pat Robertson, all of them, Jack Van Impe, they're all capitalists. They're all in the business of making money. And it's very funny to me that Fox News brings about the ties to religious people such as Jeremiah Wright, the ties that Obama apparently has to Bill Ayers, and yet Sean Hannity has a tie to somebody like Jerry Falwell, and it's just sort of a pass. In fact, it's probably something he considers a virtue, or it makes him a better person because he was tied to Jerry Falwell. I don't expect to ever hear anything rational come out of Sean Hannity's mouth or most people at Fox News, but I think it is funny how we have to look at somebody like Jerry Falwell and say, well, he may have been a polarizing figure, which Fox News loves to use. Not just Fox News. A lot of news corporations do like to use that, but Fox likes to use that to sort of justify conservative people, especially ultra-conservative people, by saying, well, they were controversial figures, they were polarizing. But I think Jerry Falwell was not a good man. I think he spread a lot of hate, and the few nice things he might have done out of, as I said, scoring brownie points with God are really pale in comparison to me. And as much as you can debate Christopher Hitchens' tact, I tend to agree with him on the fact that Jerry Falwell is not somebody I'm going to terribly miss. And like I say, I don't wish pain or anybody who's mourning the death of somebody. I have sympathy for them, but I don't think that that should stop us from criticizing where it is due. And I think for somebody who we know has done some very bad things and said some very hateful things, I think it is justified in this sense. Would like to know what you think about this, and is this a good parallel to talk about Jerry Falwell alongside the criticisms of Barack Obama and his ties to Jeremiah Wright? Is this relevant? What do you think? Am I crazy? Any thoughts would be interesting. Thank you.